Okay, now we will look at how blood flows through the veins back towards the heart. So this is now what we call your venous tree. Okay, so let's begin with the right atrium. So the right atrium is where most of the blood returns. So here we have the right atrium. The right atrium is fed by, number one, your superior vena cava. The superior vena cava carries blood from the diaphragm up, back towards the heart. So that superior vena cava is formed when two vessels merge. And those two vessels are, same vessel, is the right and left brachiocephalic vein. So brachiocephalic vein merge to form the SVC. Then the brachiocephalic veins are formed by the merger of two vessels. The merger of your internal jugular vein and your subclavian vein. So 3 is your internal jugular vein, and 4 is your subclavian vein. So again, same as on the arterial side. So here, the jugular vein drains the brain. The subclavian vein will drain the upper limbs, and you see how that works. So also draining into the subclavian vein are your vertebral vein and external jugular vein. So let's call this 5 and 6. Okay. So 5 is your vertebral vein, which also again drains blood from the brain and head region. And 6 is your external jugular, which drains blood from the head region, excluding the brain. External jugular vein. All right. So that's blood flow from up here down. Now let's continue by looking at blood draining from the upper limbs. All right. So let's go on this side. And so your subclavian vein here is formed by two veins when two veins merge. Okay. There's a vein that runs along here. That vein is called your cephalic vein. It's called, so number 7 and number 8. I'm going to change colors. It's going to be all crapping out on me. So number 7 vein is your cephalic vein. Cephalic vein, which runs along here. You can see the like right here. I can't see that well actually. So here, cephalic, and number 8 is your axillary vein. That again, the vein that runs in the axilla. And the axillary vein is formed by two veins. Formed by, it's called 9 and 10, okay? So 9 is your basilic vein, runs along here. So 9 is your basilic vein. 10 runs down the middle of the arm, which is the brachial vein. And the brachial vein itself is formed from two veins. Formed from, let's call it 11 and 12. So 11 runs along the radius, so that is your radial vein, and 12 is along the ulna is your ulnar vein. Those two veins, radial and ulnar, and those two veins are fed into by your 13, your venous palmar venous arch. So 13 is called palmar venous arch, which is fed into by your digital veins. 14. Is called the digital vein. So that me as well. And then some more to fit in here. At some point, your cephalic and basilic will meet at the point of the elbow, right around here. Okay, so that vein where they meet together, this vein normally is the one that they take blood from. Okay, that vein is called your median cubital vein. So it's 15. Median cubital vein. Right in here, in your antecubital area. Median cubital vein. And then there's also a vein that branches off basilic that runs like this. Like this. Okay. That vein, number 16, that vein is called the median vein of the forearm. So 16. Median vein of the forearm. So that's how you drain the upper limbs. And that's how the upper limb empties eventually into your SVC, which carries blood into your right atrium. Next, we're going to do how blood drains from the abdominal cavity and the lower limbs. Okay, let's pause.